Here I am at the city again, and this is the part that I like. Like, look, how can you get tired of sitting here? Just like, how pretty it is, the lake. I wanted to grab something to eat, but Hula Hut isn't open yet. So, guess I'll wait. No one's on the lake. Look how quiet and peaceful it is. I need breakfast. Cello. All right, so I had one mission today. One mission. And the mission was that I was going to buy Shiprocked tickets. All right, Shiprocked went on sale today. Oh, my Lord. I thought they went on at 10. So at 10 o'clock, I log in and nothing. It still says on sale soon. All right. So I wait, refresh. It's like 11:10 or 10:11 and 10:12, 12:15, whatever. You know, it was after 10 o'clock. So I'm like, well, maybe it's not until 11. So I get on the website and it says high noon Eastern time. I'm like, oh, high noon. Okay. So that's Eastern time. I'm Central. So that means it's 11 my time. So I get on 11 o'clock. Nothing. On sale soon. On sale. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm just like, oh my God, come on. I can't wait. I need these tickets. Then I'm like, maybe it's noon. Maybe it is noon. I don't know. So come noon, I refresh and I was able to get on a link where it says book now or book your reservations or reservation or something like that. I've seen it before when I was on the phone, and so I clicked it and it took me to a whole different screen. I was like, perfect. That means that they have, it's open, right? Okay. So I click the cabin. I click for 2 and it says nothing available. I'm like, what? No. So I click for 3 just because nothing available. It's like, that's weird. So I click for 1, and at 1 it takes me to all these terms and conditions and how I'm going to room with somebody else, and it's first come first serve, and I'm like, but it's not just 1, it's not just me. So I backed out and I'm like, maybe I'm on my phone and it's not doing it right. So I went back to the office and I was online on the computer, and it was, well, before I did that, I was downstairs and it was telling me that nothing available, it's full. And I'm like, it can't be full. There's no way. So sure enough, I went back on the computer, full. Everything's booked up. I got an email, Shiprocked 2019 is full. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So it has me get on the waiting list. I don't understand the whole waiting list. I don't understand how that goes. And when I was reading it, it seemed like it was first come, first serve. And so if I put my name on the waiting list, I'm going to be bunked with somebody else. I'm going to share a cabin. And I'm like, it's like, what if I want my friends to go? What if So I ended up going, I tried to call. I'm sure it was just outrageously crazy at the telephone lines because I was on hold for about 20 minutes and I gave up. I went to the chat room, ended up chatting with somebody, and they were telling me that, yeah, if you make a deposit and get on the waiting list, you have until December, if we notify you if a cabin is available. and it's a double. And I was like, okay, so I chose a double, but can I have my friend come with me or something? Or are you going to pair me with somebody else? They're like, no, you're gonna pay for a double. And at that time, you can get somebody else to like room with you. And if something happens and they can't room with you, then yeah, you're going to end up being paired with somebody else, probably a single rider or whatever. Otherwise, I will have to pay for that room by myself. It's like, okay, fine. So I was debating whether or not I really wanted to do that, because I wanted to do the payment plan. Like, I don't want to shell out like $5,000. Well, it wasn't. I don't know if it's $5,000. I know it's like $1,200, but I can't remember. Like $200, $2,100, something like that. But I don't know if that was per person or for the cabin. I'll have to go back and look. But I was like, well, shoot, if it's per person, that's almost like $5,000. I don't want to like pay all that now. I want to pay in payments. And that's really why I wanted to do this. But when I was talking to her, she was like, well, you have until December for us to tell you you have your room available. But at that time, there is no payment plan, which I could have sworn I saw on the website. It did talk about that. Like, I thought it said you can do payment plans even after December, but they're not like spread out. Now it's like half, whereas maybe it would have been like a third or something. I don't know. I could have sworn I saw that, but I don't know. She was telling me no, I'd have to pay it in full. So anyway, I debated, but after being reassured that yes, I book a double, then I can have somebody come with me. So I was like, fine. So I put my $200 deposit down, and I really hope and pray that this is for me and I can make this trip. So yeah, that was my main goal. However, while I was waiting for them to open up, I got an email, I believe it was an email, that River City Rockfest tickets were on sale. I was like, oh, perfect, because I want to go to that. I looked at the lineup. 9 Inch Nails, Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, yeah, that's right? Black Hearts. Anyway, Joan Jett, right? Okay, Joan Jett, Chevelle, and Fever 333. I was excited about Fever 333. So I was like, all right, let's get these tickets. It's done. And like I said, River City Rockfest almost mimics Rocklahoma, but that was when River City Rockfest was in May, because it was the same weekend as Rocklahoma. But because Texas heat is ridiculous, and where they have it at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're on the blacktop, you're dying, it's hot as hell. You can't, they moved it. So they moved it to September. And because of that, now the bands aren't the same as Rocklahoma, because 9 Inch Nails isn't going to be at Rocklahoma. So, anyway, so there was that. So I bought those tickets. Then ACL Fest, those tickets were going to be released today. They're going to go on sale. I didn't know that the lineup was going to be released, though. I thought the lineup was coming later. And so I was like, I'm done with ACL. Like, every time I go, nobody's there I care but to look at. And I know yesterday I was talking about ACL and how I'm like, I have FOMO issues, but it was because I went to ACL for the last 3 or maybe 4 years. Last 4 years. And then finally I'm like, you know what? The bands aren't that great. For the money I'm paying, it's not worth it. So I didn't buy tickets. So the next year tickets went on sale and I'm like, let it go. I'm not buying them. Freaking Foo Fighters was the headliner. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So pissed off. And I was like, of course. The year I don't go, that's when the Foo Fighters are going to be playing. Of course. So I was so pissed. Next year came. I'm like, I'm buying tickets. So I bought tickets and was, next year I'm like, So last year I bought tickets and I'm just like, I'm done. I can't do ACL anymore. It's not worth it. Well, the lineup was released today along with the tickets. All right, and so Let's get some. And I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, I need to. So I'm like, I'm going to have to go. I don't know if you can read this or not. But let's look at this shit, shall we? Can you read that? What the hell? What the hell? Alone, I'm getting tickets just because of them. I was like, it was funny because on the radio, I listened to Jason and Deb in the mornings, and Jason was giving hints, and he was like, well, I can't tell you who's performing, but tickets go on sale in a couple of hours, and I can't tell you because the promoters will, I will not be unforgiven. And I was like, what? Unforgiven? I'm like, no way that's Metallica. And then he was saying something else, and he's like, yeah, I'll be unforgiven too. And I was like, no way. They are not talking about Metallica. Metallica cannot be playing ACL. And then sure enough, tickets went on sale. I looked at the lineup and boom. I was like, son of a gun. Are you kidding me? So there's a few people that I want to see that I'm excited about. That's Metallica. Greta Van Fleet. BF doesn't care too much for them. I like them. If you don't know Greta Van Fleet, it's so funny because when I first heard them on Sirius, they were talking about how they sound like Led Zeppelin. They call them the Led Zeppelin band. And I'm like, what? No way. And then as I heard them again, I'm like, oh my God, they sound like Led Zeppelin. And then have another song. And I'm like, they sound just like Led Zeppelin. That's ridiculous. So we ended up seeing them in Houston, I believe. Maybe it's Dallas. I don't know. One of those. And, but we went to see like Hellstorm and somebody else, but Greta Van Fleet happened to be there. And it's so funny because I think when I think of Led Zeppelin, I think like the older guys, and so I don't know what Greta Van Fleet looks like, but I was at the booth buying a shirt, and they were on stage, and they have the TVs where you could see, and I look, and they're like 17-year-old kids. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, not at all what I had pictured, not at all. And like, they just have that old, it's like they got the old soul in them, so they're really good. So Greta Van Fleet is playing. The Breeders, do you remember the Breeders? All I know is that one song by them called Cannonball, right? That's the Breeders, right? That's so weird. I'm like, the Breeders, and it's so funny, I'm gonna sound old, but they're the ones that I had a cassette single for. And I look at the cassette single and it's like, I should find that. It's probably in my garage somewhere. But anyway, so yeah, you got the Breeders. Deftones. I don't really care for Deftones. Whatever. Churches, maybe. Maybe one or two songs that I like. Who else did I see? Oh, Elle King. Elle King was the one that I tried to go see at South by Southwest and was in line for 2 hours. And as soon as she came on stage, stopped, and I never even got inside. So that was the Budweiser tent that I RSVP'd for and all this shit. Anyway, so Elle King, that I'll probably, if I go, finally get to see her. And the one that I'm kind of excited about, Lisa Loeb. Lisa Loeb. Love that song. You say, I only hear what I want to. I'm sure the crowd is going to go nuts because that's probably the only song they know by Lisa Loeb, right? But, so yeah. Tickets. Look, there she is. I don't think you can read that. It's kind of small. Where is she? She's right there. See her? Weekend one. Like, nobody else really. Who the F is that? Really? But that's really all I know. Arctic Monkeys are good. So this lineup is worth it just because of Metallica. However, it's kind of like these tickets are, I don't know. Let's see. Let's buy tickets. Let's see how much these tickets are. Oh, $255 plus fees. All right, for a 3-day pass. So I'm going to buy. I think they're still available. So let's see here. So yeah, we're going to buy these. So do I want the... I don't know. I can't remember. I bought this one time with the collectible, but I can't remember what it was. Let me show you this. I don't know if it's this. Was this last year's? This was 2013, so 2013. Who played 2013? Oh, look, there's two. So there's that one. These are pretty cool, huh? What year is this? I don't know what you say. 16. So this is 16. So this is Radiohead. Fucking snooze. Radiohead sucked. I was not impressed with Radiohead. Can you see all that? Mumford & Sons, Kendrick Lamar, Major Label. See, the Chainsmokers, I think, was the only one I was excited for. Oh, this was LL Cool J. So, yeah. That was... Oh, and Nathaniel Ratcliffe. He's, Ratliff. Not Ratcliffe. Anyway, he was the one that was cool because I didn't know his name. And then my friend was like, I want to go see them. I want to see Nathaniel. And I was like, what song is it? And he sings that one song that I can't even try to sing right now. But I was like, that's who he is. And I was at the Samsung tent, joined the AC that they had. Free food, free booze. See, that's Samsung. Why did you leave ACL? Why? And so this was 2013. Let's see who's 2013. Depeche Mode, The Cure, Muse, Kings of Leon, Lionel Richie, Phoenix, Wilco, Vampire Weekend. Yeah, I remember these guys. That was a good year. That was a good one. So that was 2013. So I thought I had more. So I don't know if that's the collector cred. Collectible cred that they call it. I don't know if that's it. Maybe it is because I don't think I got one last year. I think that's what this is. So anyway. So that's another $7 extra. Let's see. Let's do this, shall we? Let's see. Can you see it? Can you see? Oh, is it worth it? I swear. Searching for tickets. Searching. I'm looking at this bag. I want it. How much are you? Select. How much are you? $10. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see what this brings my total to. No, check out. Oh, goodness. Maybe I don't want the collectible cred. Ugh, jeez Louise. Look at that shit. Are you kidding me? I don't want 2-day air. Well, is that all you're giving me? $11? No. What does it say? The ACL bag will ship separately. Oh, and I don't want it. That's why. And then here. Oh, see, that's for the bag. So the bag for shipping is going to be, so this bag's really 12, let's see. Yeah, $21.50. No, let's delete this. I don't want to clear cart. I want to update cart. Because that's ridiculous. How do you update? I don't want to clear. Ugh. Anyway, I think I'm going to do the payment plan. So I'm going to have to pay like $70 now. And then I don't know when they want the rest of it. So, yeah. So that's my whole thing, was just to buy Shiprocked. That failed. Upset about that. And ended up getting River City Rockfest, which I wasn't expecting. So that's pretty cool. Let's look at the River City Rockfest lineup. My card's going to expire in 4 minutes. I'm okay with that. Because City Rock. Oh, there it is. Okay, River City Rockfest. You ready for this? Let's show the lineup. There it is. Official site. Give me the official site. Oh, so you guys know about that deal going on, $20 concerts from Live Nation. I ended up getting, what did I buy? Oh, Daryl Hall and John Oates. There's a story behind that one. So I got Daryl Hall and John Oates. I got those tickets, and because they're $20, I got Shania Twain. And I got until today, and I think it's already done. But I was almost tempted to buy Janet Jackson tickets, just because. Just like Shania. I'm like, I don't really know new Shania. I know old Shania. That don't impress me much, right? That's it. And I thought, why not? $20. Let's get them. Okay, Bush. So this is who's playing here. So Drowning Pool, what? I don't care about them. Hell yeah. It is Hearts. I wasn't sure. I thought it was just Heart, but it didn't sound right. So the Sword, I didn't realize the Sword is from Austin, so that's pretty cool. Now here we go. That, I'm excited to see them. Really excited to see them. What? So yes, hell yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's it. So, which is funny because whenever they did it for the Memorial Day weekend, I think it was only one day too. But it's like they crunched it all together because at Rocklahoma, it's a 3-day weekend. So, the bands didn't play that long. But, anyway, there we go. And I freaked out because I always write my concerts on the calendar. And September 22nd, I was like, okay, make sure to write this. And when I flipped over the calendar, I saw something already written. And I was like, whoa, what is it? I have something going on? But so this is a Saturday. So Sunday, I have Fall Out Boy. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay. So I have a Fall Out Boy concert September 23rd. So anyway, and I think I got those tickets because they're on Groupon for like $25. I was like, for $25, let's do this. So the real money is spent on festivals. Like this shit cost me $131. It's already a $200 deposit for Shiprocked. Rocklahoma cost me $160. Plus I had to buy hotel for that one. And ACL is going to cost an overall $300 and some. So it's the festivals that cost a lot. Oh. So whenever Groupon or like sends out like notifications for concerts, yes, I'll do it. But anyway, my Daryl Hall and John Oates concert, let me explain what happened. So this is, you can end this video if you want, if you don't want to hear it. But I just got to say it because it's kind of I don't know why it should irritate me. It shouldn't. It's partially my fault. But anyway, so a couple of us at work will get together and we'll be like, hey, let's all go to this concert, and we'll go have fun, you know. Well, anyway, it was Daryl Hall and John Oates, and they or saying, okay, do we want to go to this? It was a back and forth. Yes, no, I don't know if I can go. Let me see if I can. Da da da. And no, I can't make it. And I'm like, all right, well, how many? 3 then? We're good with 3? And then I asked the BF, I'm like, hey, do you want to see Daryl Hall and John Oates? And he's like, no. I was like, all right, cool. So it was just going to be us 3, me and 2 other friends. Then I bought the tickets. Was it 3? Anyway, I bought the tickets and I sent an email out to my friends. And I'm like, hey, just FYI, I bought the tickets and this and that. Well, one of the friends was like, oh, you bought tickets now? I was going to ask my husband if he wanted to go. And I'm like, really? Because us going back and forth saying we were going to get this, I'm like, you never said anything about your husband. You just said, okay, yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah. Not once did you mention your husband. So I'm like, seriously? All right, fine. So, and then I get an email from the BF, and he's like, start singing me songs from Daryl Hall and John Oates, and he's like, oh, maybe I would like to see them. I'm like, really? Because I just bought my fucking tickets again, and so now I'm like, how in the world? And then the friend that couldn't go, she comes back, she's like, I think I can make it. Yes, get tickets. I'm like, we were discussing this over and over and over, and nobody, I mean, it was almost a done deal. So now they're coming back saying, yeah, oh, this, and having me change the order. I'm like, great. So I was like, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can get back on Groupon, find out if I can edit my order. So it was throughout a 3-day process, but I checked. It looked like I could edit them. So I asked my friend, I'm like, fine, I'll get the friend that can make it, I'll get the BF, and I'll get her husband. So I'll get 3 extra tickets. So I said, ask your husband, see if he can do this. It's like she had no urgency. And I'm like, I have until noon, but I don't know if it's noon or if it's midnight. It just says 12. So let's speed this up. And sure enough, it was noon, and she never got back to me. And I was like, well, I can't edit my order anymore. So I emailed Groupon, and Groupon was like, so I edited my order to 6, right? So it's 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I edited my order to add 3 more, so it's a total of 6. And it said it was processing. And I was waiting, and I didn't get anything. So I was like, okay, so what the hell? I was like, did it update? Did it not? So the next day it was like, okay, your order's processing, whatever. I was like, okay, good. This might happen, you know. They might have accepted my change order. Checked later on that day, and it was like, you will have your process tomorrow, da-da-da. I'm like, okay. So my friend comes over, and the one that said she couldn't go, and then she decided she could. She's like, hey, so did we get it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Let me check my Groupon. So I checked my Groupon. All tickets are gone. I'm like, even the ones that I already purchased. I was like, what the hell just happened? And she's like, oh, I'm out of here. So she leaves. I'm like, well, I need to know what happened to my 3 tickets that I bought. What is going on? So I contact Groupon, and we're emailing back and forth, but they're not giving me exact answers that I need. And there's not a phone number to call. So I ended up getting in a chat, and I'm chatting with them, and she's like, well, what had happened is the system is trying to find now 6 seats in a row. And if it can't find 6 seats, it cancels everything. So the 3 they were able to find together. But when I edited my order to add 3 more, they couldn't find 6 together. And that just automatically turns their system into a freak and doesn't know how to work it. And so it goes, we're done here. So that's basically what it did. So I ended up losing my tickets. They issued me a refund, and I was so pissed because now I'm like, well, I freaking really now wanted to see them. I was excited. And now you're taking it away from me because these people can't make up their minds and what they want. I was so frustrated. So anyway, when these $20 coupon or this $20 ticket thing was circulating with Live Nation, I think, they were on there. And I was like, freaking Daryl Hall and John Oates, buy. And I bought them, and I haven't told anybody that I got tickets. All right? I'm like, screw you guys. You already made me mad. So it's like, so that whole Daryl Hall and John, I was like, I'm going to see them now. Okay? Because you guys screwed that shit up. But anyway, that's all I got. That's all I wanted to tell you about. It's dinner time. And yeah, so you saw my beginning at the video with the, wait, that doesn't even make sense. You saw the portion in the beginning of the video on the lake. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Like, that's what I have to do when I have to go to the city of Austin. There's two buildings. You've got the main building that handles the what's it called? The permits, the building permits. And then you have the other permit building that handles the like driveway and sidewalk, right of way and all that stuff. So that's where that place is. So like, I even tell them, I'm like, it would be nice to work here because you guys got the lake here, then you have Hula Hut, and they're like, no, it's not nice. It's not nice to work here because all you have is Hula Hut, and you can't always just go to the lake and sit down. And when you want to leave to get something, nothing is close by. And I'm like, oh, I guess you got a point there. Whatever. I like it. So whenever I have to go to that particular city, I'm like, oh, I get to go see the lake. Not often you get to see the lake. So anyway, that's all I have. So I'm going to finish working on my Shaw cardigan and then grab something to eat and then be done. Maybe I'll buy these tickets. Do I want the collector cred? The collectible cred is what it says. Do I want it? Is it worth it? Automatically crossed out the bag. The bag's not worth it. But these guys, are these worth it? Because I don't think I got one last year. I think I just got, yeah. I just got, but then again, like, what are you going to do with this? I don't know. I'll think about that one. Metallica, which is funny because I'm all excited to see Metallica. This is coming October. I think the dates are in October, and I'm going to see them in March next year. Like, I already have tickets. In fact, I have 2 extra tickets. So if you want to see Metallica, hit me up. I've got 2 free tickets in Lubbock. No, retract that. They ain't free. They ain't not free. I've got 2 tickets, and they're pretty good seats. So if you want to see Metallica in Lubbock, Texas, March 1st, I believe. It's a Saturday. Let me know, because I've got tickets. All right? All right. I will see you later. Bye.